the tenure of the present administration climaxes, the change of the nation's democratic baton beckons. The significant place of evolving strategic initiatives to ensure the security of lives and property in the Federal Capital Territory as the nation's seat of power cannot be overemphasized. What is the FCT Police Command doing in this regard as the days wind down? This and more will form our focus on this week's episode, our regular security check program on NTA Channel 5, the Unity Station. Good morning, and this is Call the Police. I am Aisha Uba Ali. Stay tuned as the program continues shortly. Thanks for staying tuned. And if you're just joining us, this is Call the Police live on NT Channel 5 Abuja. But before the program continues, let's watch this background report as put together by Onoto Yakubo.
Over the last couple of days, scenes such as these have been common sights and will be in days to come across the Federal Capital Territory. Show of force by security agencies joint task force to provide the needed security for residents of the nation's capital as the people look forward to the new phase in the nation's democratic journey. But in the last couple of weeks, unwholesome activities of the proscribed Islamic movement of Nigeria has heightened residents' concern for safety.
All proactive measures have been taken to ensure hitch-free FCT. It's our cardinal duties to protect life and property of all of the citizens within FCT.
We have deployed men and some of our arsenals to various places of interest and some other key places.
In a stand on the need to ensure that residents observe the festive season in utmost peace and tranquility, the FCT Police Command and its civil defense counterpart have these words for intended troublemakers.
Particularly in the FCT here. The criminals, of course, you cannot say they will not want to try anything, but if they try, of course, they will always meet a resistance from the security agencies.
We are advising the criminal for their own go to bucket. FCT is no go area for any criminal, and any criminal that dare us to stay will have the wrath of the law be meted on him.
The agencies say their mission in the days ahead will be to ensure that every FCT resident celebrates the festivity unperturbed by any form of threat to security.
Thank you, Onoto Yakubo, for that report. And my guest today is the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Babayo Adamu. He is the Area Commander, Metro FCT Police Command. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you. Good morning.
Okay. Let's begin this way. You watched that report critically, I guess. And now, I noticed in that report the resurgence of the IMN group. So how can you react to that?
Okay. Good morning, viewers. And we know it's their tradition, the IMN, every third Friday in Ramadan, they will come out for Qudus Day procession globally. We got intelligence that here they are to stage a protest. We did our massive deployment at the areas we got intelligence they are to gather. That is Eagle Square, Unity Fountain, and National Mosques. And these have been traditionally the areas that they used to gather for their activities. We dominated those areas with adequate security and other places that we envisage they may have a plan to, like the Zone 3 mosques. Okay. So when they saw these 3 places were fully occupied, they moved to Zone 3 mosques. Even at that location, our men were on ground and they were professionally handled. They were contained professionally.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe for sake of our viewers who will not know what IMN means, it means Islamic Movement of Nigeria, because we said
The
just the
proscribed.
acronym, the proscribed Islamic Movement of Nigeria. Okay.
Yes.
In view of that, and bearing in mind other security issues and incidents in pockets of here and there, so what generally, how can you describe generally the security situation in the nation's capital?
Generally, I can say we have a relative security situation, and we cannot relent on that. We have adequate security measures on ground. That's at the city center and at the suburb. What happened at the city center is different from the crime that's occasionally occurring in suburb. So depending on any location, we have on ground strategic that we put in place to checkmate all this. I can tell you that if you go out any part of the city, you will notice presence of our men. Apart from the physical deployment we have our overt operative that are also mixing with the people to get intelligence for us.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for that clarification. Now, looking at the issue of kidnapping, we know it's still actively, still have actively issues or things that has to do with kidnapping around FCT, boundary communities and all that, occasionally anyway. So, and I don't know, what other security measures is being put in place, looking at very soon, by 29th, a new administration is coming up. So what are the measures that are being put in place right now?
Yes, FCT found itself into a location where contagious states like Nasarawa, Kogi, Niger, and Kaduna. These places, the locations, a boundary with FCT, the location is very difficult, very mountainous by the nature of their topography. And it happened that this incident of kidnappings and other heinous activities are more prevalent in those states. But as it is, the cells of kidnappers, we don't have them residents in FCT, but they cross over from this neighboring state, this contagious state, to come pick anybody they see which kidnap value and take him back. The unfortunate incident that happened some days back, the FCT Police Command, in conjunction with other agencies, with the assistance of the technical intelligence, and the other human intelligence we have gathered, we have located the site where those people, those kidnapped victims were kept. Okay. At the moment, operation is going on. I'm telling you, serious operation is going on. 4 people were rescued, and a large number is on the way to be rescued. Very soon, we will have a breaking news on this. Okay. We are working with other agencies and the communities. You see, crime is local. That this nature of crimes that are committed in suburb, it is not just somebody who doesn't know the area that will just go and pick at random.
So meaning there must always be an insider.
There are people that give them details. So it is now one of our activities that we are also using the Good Samaritans from those communities to give us vital information. Sure. that will counter them. And we are succeeding. At the moment, our anti-kidnapping squad, which are vigilante of the communities, are already in the bush trailing those people. And very soon, the residents of FCT will have this breaking news.
Okay. Before I ask you the next question, I just want to make our viewers understand that they can call in and ask their questions, make suggestions and their contributions, because our telephone line is already displayed on the TV screen. So I think for any moment from now, we should be expecting our viewers to call in and ask you a few questions. But looking at that, the incident that kidnapping now has left the locations, the road, the farms and all that. Now they are now going into people's homes to kidnap them and all that. What assurance are you giving FCT residents to be calm and relaxed?
Yes.
With the effort police have made so far?
Yes, the effort we are putting at FCT, I'm very sure with the new Commissioner of Police, who I can assure them that is an officer that have worked in FCT for a very long time. He have occupied the office I am occupying now. He was area commander Metro. When the area command was almost, I think, cover of half of the FCT itself. And he have also worked as Assistant Commissioner of Police Operations. So all those places, you know them, which what we have on ground, with him as our captain. I'm very sure, I'm assuring the FCT residents that they will see a new vigor. They will see a new direction to this. Because what we have on ground is working, that is Operation Restore Hope.
Wow.
And with the synergy we are having and collaboration with the communities, we will not allow any space in FCT to be ungoverned, and we will not allow people to be apprehensive because of activities of criminals. This is an assurance.
Okay. Now, I'm interested to know, and I'm sure our viewers are also interested to know, you're the Area Commander Metro. Where do you cover? Where is your jurisdiction? Well, I want to know, and I'm sure our viewers also want to know.
Okay. The area that Area Commander Metro covers, he covers 14 divisional police area. That is, you can take from Metama to Wuse, Gariki, Asokoro. You can take National Assembly, Supreme Court, Wuye, Durumi, Airport Road through up to Lube, Tretmo, River Park.
Wow.
So all these divisions are under.
Very interesting. We'll still ask more questions, but let's pick this call. Hello. Hello, good morning. This is Call the Police Live on NTA Channel 5.
Yeah, good morning.
May we know the name of the caller and where you're calling from, your location?
My name is Yusuf Musa Musawa. I'm calling you from Wuse Zone 4.
Wow. So, thank you, Yusuf.
Thank you very much. I want to welcome our officer. Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution. I want to commend Nigerian police for their efforts to safeguard the life and property of Nigerian people. Also, I want to advise in times of criminal issues, especially kidnapping that is taking place in the FCT. Actually, I want to advise the police command that should put more effort and vigilance in our rural areas. Actually, the efforts of FCT police are in the city center, but actually the criminals reside in the rural area, in the villages. Now, the kidnappers that are being defeated in the state of Zamfara, Kaduna, Nasarawa, they do come and reside in the FCT. And now, most of them are kidnappers. most of them are informal. So I want Nigerian police to be vigilant in the villages, because there is a situation whereby the kidnappers will come to your house, knock your door, shoot gun, because your neighbor doesn't have gun, to kidnap you and go. While we have a little police divisional offices in our rural area, especially my house now is in Karumu. In the whole Karumu, we have only one police divisional area, which is little in Karumu. So I want to advise the Nigerian police to create more outposts in the villages.
Thank
and
you.
More SSS that will be going around and checkmate the people around the villages.
Thank you.
very much. That's my contribution.
Thank you, Musa. Thank you, Musa, for that observation, or will I say comment? Yes. So I don't know. You think you can respond to that?
Yes. Thank you for that question. And I want to assure him that we don't leave any stone unturned. As crime is committed, we sit down and see what may be the cause of this, and we go all out to see how we can nip it in the bud. The issue of rural areas, we know police cannot have adequate men to send to every village, but with the community partnership, with the assistance from the community, by way of giving us information, we can handle it appropriately. So this is what we have been calling for. He has appreciated the effort we are putting. We want him and other good Samaritans to be giving us vital information, so that will warrant us to go and defeat these people. But as it is, from our knowledge, no active sale of kidnappers in FCT. All those that are disturbing the FCT, they are crossing from the contagious state I have mentioned earlier.
Thank you for that. I'm very sure that Musa, I got that message from you. Now, let's look at the issue of at periods where we have national events, which we'll be experiencing towards the month end. We know that the criminal element, the activity is heightened. I don't know, what assurance are you giving to FCT residents during that period?
Yes, FCT is opportune to be a center where the president will be inaugurated, will be sworn in, and not like the other states where state government. In situations like this, we come up with a document that we call Operation Order. This Operation Order is a comprehensive document that gives guidelines to every activity that policemen will do before, during, and after every important event. Now that we have 3 weeks to go, by 29th of May we'll have inauguration. Already we have designed an operation order. This operation order will tell you what is the mission, what are the objectives, what are the ways, who to do what, when, and how. All our human resource and logistics will be deployed adequately to have a hitch-free and successful celebration. And as well as we do observe possibly what are those issues or those groups that may bring a hindrance to the success of this. Those ones too are being taken care of.
Okay. I think we have another caller on the line. Hello?
Hello? Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is called the Police Live.
Yes,
but before you continue, just turn down the volume of your TV set so that we can hear you clearly.
Okay, sir.
Morning.
I'm here to give you a report from Mute Zone.
Okay.
The team is bridge, is mosque area.
Okay, Mox. Okay.
Zone 4 and famous that bridge.
Okay.
What's the market?
And the
Some
bridge.
boys that are taking phone from somebody
Okay.
towards evening around 7 o'clock or 6:30. If you came to that bridge, so right now that I'm calling you, you see some boys that
Okay.
they will stay there for some time. When evening comes, they now start their operation.
Okay. But
When there is a day that I attacked them, they told me that I cannot do anything with them. So I'm here to tell you people that they should tell them
okay.
activities that are going on. If you want that bridge,
Okay.
under that bridge,
Okay.
connect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling. I think I wanted to like ask for his name, but since he's giving out an information,
Okay,
I
yes.
think we should not even bother asking for his name.
Yes,
I
that's
think you can
that
respond.
location, that location, Wuse Market and Bridge. We have a buffer zone.
Okay.
We have policemen stationed there, always. So I advise, not him alone.
Okay.
We have 8 points overnight. This is something